My name is Derek Christensen, and I'm running for the Alberta Party here in Fort Saskatchewan, Vegreville. I was born and raised in Edmonton, and I live in Vegreville with my lovely wife, Leanne. She's my best friend. I'm a proud Albertan, investing my future in this riding. I work in Vegreville as an employment facilitator, working specifically with persons with disabilities and helping them maintain or even achieve their goals of employment. I believe it's time for new energy in Alberta, and that there is a better way. My top 3 priorities for this riding are healthcare, education, and our economy. So number 1, healthcare. Without access to preventative care, we are increasing operating costs in our acute care system. Without access to a family doctor, mental health, and ambulance services or nursing homes, many people are going untreated for health problems which can have deadly consequences. There's a better way to ensure affordable, accessible healthcare services for all. In Budget 2015, the PCs introduced a return of our health levy and indicated that these funds will be directed to the general budget. But Albertans receive no guarantee that these funds will be spent on healthcare. Second priority is education, reducing class sizes, looking at putting the money back where it needs to be to support our students, our teachers, and various administrators. Third is our economy. The corporate tax can be raised 1 to 2% without losing 9,000 jobs.
Well, partly I'm here tonight instead of a year from now is because of this illegal election we're in the midst of. I'm here also so that you can get to know me and what the Wild Rose plans to do for you and the rest of the province. Wild Rose stands for ethics and accountability. We want to make all public spending public so that you can see where your dollars are being spent. We want to cap bonuses. They're outrageous, to be blunt. We want to end perks, starting with MLAs. Wild Rose stands for faster, better healthcare. We want to bring the decision-making process to the local area, similar to what we had prior to making one large board. We want to empower frontline workers to make decisions for you closer to home. We also, Wild Rose believes in democratic reform. We want to respect fixed election dates. We want to instill MLA recall. And we want to have free votes in the legislature so that I can vote the will of the constituents, opposed to being whipped into voting the way a few cabinet ministers wish you to go. Wild Rose also believes in putting Alberta at the top of the class. We want to build schools. We will do that by making the contracts smaller so smaller firms can bid on them and get them built. They will hire local people to do that, and we will have them going up in multiple locations all at once as a result of that. Pardon me. We won't just put signs in front of empty fields.
So, nobody can see the future. And over the past several weeks, we've heard many promises made, statements about balanced budgets, and plans for infrastructure, stimulating diversity in the economy, all great things. I want you to take a moment and reflect on the last time that you planned something incredibly complex and it went exactly as you intended. If you're like most people, plans hardly ever match outcomes. Again, no one can see the future. So if the plans that are crafted to persuade us to vote for them are not the guarantees that they appear, how do we decide? Well, there are other considerations. The Green Party and its supporters, not just here in Alberta, but across Canada and around the world, make decisions and develop policies that are based on 6 core principles: sustainability, ecological wisdom, social justice, participatory democracy, respect for diversity, and sustainability. And non-violence. Sustainability already. In other words, when things go right, the Green focus is on how to equitably and sustainably distribute resources so that we can better everyone in our society, leaving no one behind. And when plans go awry, as they often do, the focus becomes, how do we help those beings most vulnerable to weather the storm? In other words, when hard choices are made using these 6 principles, people and the ecosystems that we are part of are privileged over profits. I believe that we have the ability to be a leader in clean energy production, in preserving the beautiful diversity of our ecosystems, while also providing the services necessary for each Albertan to explore their potential. Notice I said each Albertan. All members of our society, not just those who can pay, should have access to these benefits. Social justice demands that we narrow the gap between those most vulnerable and the wealthy. We have so many advantages and so much wealth in this province, there is enough to go around if we have the courage to restructure our taxes and stop selling our resources wholesale.
Yeah, as we all hear, the election's a little early. Like, I see all came early, about a year. We hear it's to approve the budget, but we don't get an election every year to approve the budget, and next year we won't definitely get one to approve the budget, which we really want to vote on. On our royalties, do you know there's more money made off of gambling than off our natural resources? And right now with the crunch in the budget, I mean, a lot of people are still gambling, and we've noticed the gas prices haven't gone down, so revenue from gasoline's still going pretty good. I'm not sure about the accounting. And also on our resources, we have a lot of foreign companies come up here. They buy all their products, materials and equipment offshores, out of Canada, bring in foreign labor, some of it, and then we get back 1% of royalties until the plant's paid for, which we're supporting too. If I had a way, I'd leave the agreements that are in force now, so we don't want to change the world, and then look at changing our resource management. Perhaps something like Norway, who's actually made a lot more money off their less resources over the years. Also, I believe in developing a secondary market for some of our byproducts. I don't know if you know, but when they mine bitumen, they have 2 major byproducts. One's CO2, which everyone's heard about, and the other one's coke, or sort of a carbon product. Now, I think we should, since we get a lot of it, we should look at creating a secondary industry in carbon fibers in Alberta.
I expect results. Results like the new Dr. Turner Lodge that residents are calling home today. Results like the K-9 public school in South Fort that's already tendered. Or St. Andre Bessette Catholic High School, approved and in the design stage. Funding for repairs for the curling club roof. Playgrounds for James Mowat or École Park. Dollars for our ag societies. In this area, we understand industry and that value added is more than just new upgraders. Our petrochemical industry makes the building blocks for the products that we use in our everyday lives. Plastics, textiles, construction materials. You know what? It starts right here. I do want to tell you that assisted living, we just opened the Dr. Turner Lodge. That was more than $20 million, so $50 million is not going to cut it. I've corrected the diabetes issue. I wanted to talk to you about the education reserves. And our Jim Prentice, as we're probably speaking right now, is ensuring that people know that those education reserves are to be used in this downturn to be able to pay for those teachers' aides, to be able to support the growth. Our education boards work very hard on your behalf. They have saved those dollars for a rainy day, and folks, this is a rainy day and we want them to use that for those frontline workers. My door is always open if you want to stop by for a coffee and a good conversation. And I'm also there if you have an issue. In fact, that's the point. Who do you want fighting for you? What combination of experience, knowledge, common sense, determination, and vision make for the best candidate? You and this constituency are too important to your families and to Alberta as a whole to gamble with inexperience. I've already cut my teeth. I plan to hit the ground running to make sure we get the infrastructure, the programs, and the support we deserve right here in Fort Saskatchewan, Vegreville. My track record and my work ethic get results. I trust that the energy, the knowledge, and the dedication to this region is apparent. The decision of who will represent you at the provincial table as your MLA is in your hands. The individual you choose must get results. Our young families, our seniors, our community groups, and our business organizations deserve nothing less. On May 5th, when you mark your ballot, choose the person you want to have there for you.
So, in short, my passion is to serve, and I hope to serve as your MLA. I want to work for you. I want to help restore what this government has already and proposes to take away, because I believe in integrity. We take responsibility for our mistakes, but this government wants to not only pass the blame on to you, but to pass the buck, not asking those corporations that can afford it to contribute a little more, but onto hard-working Albertan families. And that is just wrong. The party I run for wants to restore people's dignity. Restore the dignity of our healthcare workers. Restore the dignity of our teachers and educators. Restore the dignity of our seniors for the times when they need it the most. Restore the dignity of our public sector workers who have their rights threatened or taken away. We are losing jobs, and the current government policy is not working. We need change, but we also need a better plan. I hope that the people of this constituency can see past the fear-mongering, scare tactics, and lies being told about the NDP. The NDP believe in good jobs for the people of this province, the people that live right here. We believe in creating even more good paying and long-term jobs in this province, not shipping them away to Texas. We believe in having a properly funded school system with reasonable class sizes so your children get the best education because they deserve it. We do not believe in promising to build more schools over and over again just because there is an upcoming election. We believe in a sustainable healthcare system that does what it's supposed to do, keep us healthy. We do not believe in privatizing healthcare as some others do. The NDP believes in a balanced budget, but not at the expense of the sick in our hospitals, nor the children in our schools. We do not believe in raising user fees and taxes on the backs of average Albertans. We do not believe in giving wealthy corporations tax breaks. The NDP has never accepted donations from corporations because we work for voters and not for big business. So my name is Jessica Littlewood, and I am the NDP candidate for Fort Saskatchewan in Vegreville. And I hope for a better Alberta, and I would be honored to work with you.